Hey, Wassim!
Hey, John.
I got a game for you. Do you remember that game we've been playing?
I do, but could you maybe refresh it because I don't learn too good.
All right. Well, it's called Would You Rather, and I give you two choices, and you have to pick which one you would rather.
Oh, it's like that game where if you ask me would I rather, and then I pick two choices. Is it like that game?
The first choice: your firstborn son.
Okay.
Your firstborn and only son.
Okay.
Only son. You'll
Okay.
never have another son.
Okay.
You might never have a son, but if you do, maybe
Okay.
maybe you won't have children at all. Maybe you'll only have daughters. But if you have a son,
Okay.
you'll only have one.
Right.
And your firstborn son. Well,
So my son.
your son. I guess firstborn is a little bit ridiculous because
Yeah.
he's your only son
Right.
that you'll ever have.
Okay. So the first thing in this world is I'm cursed to only have one son if I have a son.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you have the same odds of having a son as everyone else.
I see. 50%.
Is it?
I believe so.
But when the son comes, he's a werewolf.
Okay.
He's a werewolf.
Okay.
And
From birth.
It disappoints you. He
Okay.
could never live up to your standards
Okay.
as a werewolf boy.
And he's a werewolf from birth.
From birth. Well, I mean, he's a werewolf from birth. That means he's a wolf sometimes from birth.
Okay.
Is what that means. So you might not notice it right away. I mean, you'll know because I'm telling you this is what's going to happen.
Right.
But you won't notice it. Like
Mhm.
it'll probably because the first full moon won't be right away.
Right. What if he's born on a full moon though?
Oh, you'll know.
Okay.
And your wife will most certainly know before she even sees it. Let me
Right.
tell you.
Right.
She'll know.
Yeah.
She'll know.
Right.
So yeah, that. And like after, he's a disappointment. You want him to go to college. You want him to be a success. You want him to have a good job.
Yeah.
You want him to like be great and achieve great things.
Naturally, he's my son. He's
And,
my only son.
But you still you never forgive him for being born a werewolf.
Right. I mean,
And on top of that,
Yeah.
he drops out of high school
jeez.
and he becomes a stevedore.
What is a stevedore?
Like a dock
Is that
worker.
a matador named Steve?
No, that's ridiculous. Stevedore is a dock worker named Matt. I don't know. No.
Okay. Is
A
it
stevedore
Yeah.
is a dock worker. Someone who
works at Doc Martens?
Yeah, no, they move crates at the wharf. Like they move
Wharf?
all the time. When the ships come in, how are they going to get the crates off?
What is a wharf?
Where the ships come.
There's a lot of
The
vocabulary I'm
The
learning.
piers, the docks,
Piers?
the docks.
Okay, the docks. Where there's boats.
Yeah, where the boats
Okay.
come.
Okay, I gotcha.
The wharf.
Okay. That's a wharf. A wharf and dock are synonymous, is what
Yeah,
you're telling
yeah.
me. Okay, I learned something.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Okay, so he wants to be a stevedore,
Yeah,
or he drops out. Wait.
he drops out of high school against all of your wishes.
Okay.
And he becomes a stevedore.
Okay.
Actually, he tries to be a stevedore,
Yeah.
but he just sucks at it.
Wow.
He sucks at moving crates off of boats onto a wharf. It's
Jeez.
like he just all you think. What do you
How
gotta
are
do?
you bad at
All you
that?
gotta do
What
is
does he-
move a box, right?
What does he do to
He
the
just,
boxes?
He just keeps punching holes in the boxes.
Is he a wolf at this time?
No,
No, he's not
he's
even
just
a
a
wolf.
human now, and he's doing
He's
it.
just a shitty human.
Now, if they knew he was a wolf too, they might respect him,
right.
and they might even keep him on.
Is he shitty at this stevedore job because the werewolf thing kind of messed with his development and he's just kind of uncoordinated, or is he like a perfectly functioning human when he is a human?
It's weird because he's perfectly functioning in every other avenue of life. It's just when you ask him to move, boxes down at the
Oh.
wharf,
Wow.
he can't. He just
Can he move boxes outside of the wharf?
with his mind, yes.
Wow.
But
But he refuses.
something about the water spooks him, and so he just starts punching the crates. He's just throwing their shattered pizzas into the ocean.
Pieces?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes there's pizzas in the crates.
Right.
Well, I mean, how do you think they get them from Italy all the way over here?
That's a really good point. If not through the
But
wharf.
there's less pizzas now in the world because of your son, who's a werewolf and a high school dropout and a failed stevedore.
Jeez. This is...
Or
Okay. Do you want to be a disappointed father? Or,
on multiple levels,
jeez. Okay.
with
well,
a magical wolf boy who sucks at
why
everything.
doesn't he just... I mean, he's got this werewolf thing. Can't
You
he,
want
like-
him to be a doctor or a lawyer?
Do I?
Yeah,
What about Hollywood? He's a werewolf. He could be in movies, werewolf movies.
that's exactly what's going to keep him.
He could
from
play a
being-
vampire.
Do you-
Nobody knows.
Do you
the
know
difference.
about the unions in Hollywood?
That's a good
Like the
point.
makeup unions, like
UNICEF?
you're not allowed to apply your own makeup. Imagine not even needing makeup for a big budget werewolf movie.
Sometimes I cry when I chalk unions.
Took me a second.
Stupid.
I had to stare into your eyes just long enough to be like,
What?
I hate you.
Alright.
Or second option, if you don't like that, you live in a world where chickens
Okay.
can communicate telepathically
I like it.
from the grave.
Okay, I don't like it.
This means
Jeez.
every time you eat like a chicken sandwich or bite into a McNugget,
Okay.
like all you hear is the final thoughts of that bird as it was dying.
Wow.
Like as it knew it was heading towards like the little, stump that you see in the cartoons.
Oh,
the
jeez.
farmer puts it up. So all you
Like
hear is like,
factory slaughterhouses.
oh
Oh
no!
god.
And the sound, like every time
It's
you,
yelling in English.
and
as
it's in
dying.
like a repeat thing. It's like
Its last thoughts.
it's less like every bite you take, and as long as you're chewing it, that's what you hear.
It's that specific chicken that I'm eating.
It's like a really obnoxious ringtone. Actually, no, not the specific chicken you're eating. All chickens.
So it's just like a white noise of clucking and screaming.
Yeah,
Every
but,
time I eat
but,
chicken?
But the one that you're eating is the loudest, so you can make out what
Oh,
they're saying.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's how it probably would be.
That is how it is in this
I think there's something I need to
scenario.
clarify. Okay, so if I'm the entire time I'm eating this chicken, so like, does that include the digestion process, or just when it's
It's
in
muffled.
my mouth? Okay, it's like screaming from within
Yeah.
in my mind.
The only consolation is when you flush it as poop, it makes kind of a funny noise as it's swirling around,
Okay.
like.
Okay, that's kind of amusing.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It's kind of
But
kinda like
you feel bad about it though.
yeah.
Like it puts a very obnoxious human voice to chickens that you're not comfortable with.
Okay, so I guess I could just not eat chicken. I just
Yeah.
could not eat chicken.
Yeah.
Avoid this.
Yeah.
So it's only when I'm eating chicken.
Only when you eat chicken.
Okay.
And rabbit too, because
What about-
rabbit tastes like chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So when you eat rabbit too.
Oh, I hear chickens, not rabbits.
Yeah. Because the chickens can't tell. They just know you're eating something that tastes like them.
Oh, I see. What about eggs? What's the egg? What do I do when I eat eggs?
Oh, well, you see, in the chicken world, life does not begin at conception.
Oh,
And even if it did, it wouldn't matter because you don't eat fertilized eggs
right.
unless you're in the Philippines.
Is that true?
Balut, man.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's a raw. Actually, those are raw duck eggs.
Oh,
But I know they do sell like chicks, baby chicks on a stick. So you do the math. If a culture is eating duck fetuses and tiny baby birds on a skewer, they're probably eating fertilized chicken eggs too. I'm
Mhm.
thinking
and knees.
probably.
Yeah. Okay.
So what'll it be, boy? What'll it be? Shall I recap?
Please do. So what's my first option?
Your son is a failed stevedore high school dropout werewolf,
Okay.
and you hate him.
Okay.
And maybe he
I don't
has
like it.
syphilis.
Oh, that's
Maybe.
maybe.
Well,
That's
you could have a son now, and maybe he'll get syphilis.
That's true.
So I'm just
So
saying.
essentially, he
all
might
the
get-
same risks that are entailed with
Okay.
with
But
life.
you just thought you'd mention that he might maybe.
Well,
get
yeah,
syphilis.
just in case you're getting your hopes up.
Okay, that he was somehow immune to syphilis.
Yeah, you'd think
So-
werewolfism would like make you immune to syphilis, but he's
Right.
not.
I bet he gets all kinds of poon.
Probably.
That werewolf.
That's the
kinda-
one success.
I would use that if I don't know. I might be a little bit
Yeah,
jealous.
but
of
then
my
he
son.
turns into a werewolf and like eats them.
Kind of the fun part, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're a werewolf, it's the fun part.
Yeah. Right.
You're like, what is this? I'm having sex? I could be eating these people.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's a
Anyway.
werewolf.
And he gets confused because when he can't move boxes at the wharf. Now he can't. He doesn't know how to handle like a box and a lady. He just punches it, throws it in the sea.
Right.
Pizzas are missing,
Okay.
floating off into Guam.
Right.
He's on the West Coast, and
I see.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So he's a stevedore.
Or all this, or
Okay. Or
chickens communicate with you telepathically
right. Okay. Chickens communicate telepathically.
from beyond the grave, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
And it really guilts you. Anytime you eat chicken or rabbit, because rabbit tastes like chicken,
Yeah.
it just It eats at you, man.
This is a really tough one.
Yeah.
You know.
I know you love chicken.
Yeah. I'm kind of fond of werewolves, but I feel like I'm not fond of stevedores.
No.
I didn't know what a stevedore was
No-
before this conversation.
No one's.
Right now.
I mean, it needs to be said.
I mean,
Nobody.
stevedores could be a good guy. Could a stevedore could be. There could be some good stevedores out there.
They really couldn't be though. Nobody likes a stevedore.
Wow. Just gonna put it out there.
I'm just gonna put it out there. Nobody.
Making this really hard. Okay, I guess I will choose number 2, chickens, because I'll avoid eating chicken.
Yeah.
And if I do want to eat chicken,
Yeah.
I'll just be horrified and cry.
But
And that'll be
if you choose that option,
right,
there's still the possibility you'll have a son one day who will contract syphilis.
Right, that's true. That is a very good point. Nonetheless, I might choose the
right.
chickens.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Just because.
That's your choice.
Yeah, just because,
Yeah.
Just because at least I'm communicating telepathically with someone.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of cool.
Kind of like a.
Kind of cool.
It's a thing.
Yeah. You're
it's
like
a superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I respect that. I respect that.
Chickens.
You're the Dr. Xavier of chicken death.
There you go.
Boom.
Whatever you said.
Well done.
Things.
It's an X-Men reference.
I got it. Yeah. The guy in the wheelchair with the magnets.
Yeah.
No, it's another guy.
Yeah. Now they're all the same.
Yeah. They're all muttons.